everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Em and welcome to the penultimate TBR for 2025. I always want to use that word and then I forget I know that word and I actually remembered it this time and I'm pretty delighted with myself right now. This is going to be kind of a chaotic TBR. It is officially the start of Clear Your Shit season. Clear Your Shit, if you didn't know, is a storied readathon where the goal is to read through your physical TBR. It lasts for 2 months through November and December. It very much dictates my content for the last 2 months of the year, but I'm always so excited for it to come around. But I also have quite a few books that I'm carrying over from October that I would like to finish. I have some library books I would like to read, all on top of Clear Your Shit. So I've got a lot to dive into. I've been doing a really bad job of reading my TBR for this last half of the year, so we will see how this goes in November. But without further ado, let's jump in. Let's start with the books that I am carrying over from October that I would like to finish. First up is Dracula. This is a very long group buddy read in Jan Agaton's Patreon. We started it in June and it's supposed to end November 7th or 8th. And I fell way behind, like so far behind that I can no longer do the 1 letter a day format that was how this was designed. So now I just need to finish it. And I have about a week. I'm a little over halfway through. This is a reread for me. I really love Dracula. It's really easy to read as far as classics go. And I love the epistolary format. I just need to give it more time than I've been giving it. But it's been actually really cozy to read because I have it on my Kobo. And so I just read it in bed before I fall asleep every night. And it's lovely. I'm actually going to be kind of sad when I finish it, but I must finish it. I've been reading it for so long. It's just time. And then I only got a few pages in, but on Halloween, I started Trick or Treat, A History of Halloween by Lisa Morton. November is also nonfiction November, and I want to have a nonfiction book going pretty consistently throughout this month on top of everything else. So I'm continuing on with this one. I'm really excited to read it. I'll share. Oh, I forgot to grab my other nonfiction book. Let me go grab it. The other nonfiction that I for sure want to get to this month is Why I Love Horror, Essays on Horror Literature. This is edited by Becky Siegel Spratford and has essays in here from people like Sadie Hartman, Haley Piper, Tanana Reeve-Dew, Jennifer McMahon, Josh Mallerman, Paul Tremblay, Grady Hendrix. You get the idea. Very like popular authors, and it's just about why they love the horror genre, and I love nonfiction about horror. So this is for Kayla at Books and Lala. It's for her channel membership buddy read. So I think the live show's on November 16th, so I have a little bit before I need to have this done, but I'm also really excited for this. And then that's not a book I'm carrying over. It's just another nonfiction. The other 2 books that I'm carrying over from October, one is, I don't have the dust jacket, but it is A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping by Sangu Mandana. You should see a vlog with this book in it pretty soon. I'm about 100 pages in, a little over 100 pages, and I'm enjoying it, like so many of you told me I would. So I'm excited to keep going. And then the one I didn't finish in my Halloween vlog was The Last Resort by Erin Entrada Kelly. This is middle grade horror, and again, I'm so close to being done with it. I just couldn't quite make it before the end of the month. And then the library books that I have checked out right now, some are still spooky season. I think because I got such a late start on my reading spooky stuff that I'm just going to carry into November for a little bit. But I got Julie Chan is Dead by Leanne Zhang. I have seen rave reviews for this online, but I really picked it up because an in real life friend, every time I see her, has had, "Have you read Julie Chan is Dead yet?" And to save her having to ask me that anymore, I'm going to read it and we'll see how I like it. I'm not really a thriller reader, but this is supposed to be like thriller horror, so I'm hoping I will like it. I also got Sleuth It by Brahm in, so maybe I'll finally read this. I know this is very popular. I'm kind of scared. I hope I like it. I'm really afraid I'm going to have an unpopular opinion with it though. And then one that I really will need to get on because I've had it for a couple weeks and it's a new book, so I can't renew it. But it's Bryn Weaver's newest tourist season This is the first book in the Seasons of Carnage trilogy. I just finished the Ruinous Love trilogy in my latest episode of Book Series Bingo, and I'm really excited to read her next book. And then I'm not going to go through all the prompts for Clear Your Shit here because I will do that in like my Clear Your Shit vlogs. But the first prompt, I will tell you the first prompt because I know what I'm going to read for that. I kind of mood read my way through the rest of the prompts. But the first prompt is to read the last book you hauled, and that was Taste Like Candy by Jessica Lacey. This is a YA slasher that takes place at this carnival. And I think it'll be really fun. I love the cover, and I love a slasher, and I love a YA horror. So this is a lot of things that I think I'm gonna be a big fan of. Oh, let's talk about my year of Butler and Gaskell. I absolutely failed at reading my Gaskell book in October, and I've decided it's fine. I am gonna read it next October instead. And it's just what it is, but I do want to read one more Octavia Butler book, and then I think I'm just going to be done. And that's going to be the end of the project because I am definitely burnt out on reading the same two authors every other month. It's been very educational, but I'm kind of done. So because I hated Wild Seed so much in September, instead of continuing on with that series, I'm going to read Dawn by Butler this month, which is the start of another series. And that will be it. I feel like I should do some sort of like video talking about all of Butler's work since I've read so many. I know maybe I'll actually finish the Wild Seed series at some point, and I'll finish the Dawn series, and then I'll have read all of Butler's books. But we'll see. For now, I'm going to read Dawn. I don't know what it's about. I'll find out when I get it, but that's going to be the last installment for this challenge that I set myself. I'm glad I did it, but it's intense to read one author's work every other month. It's definitely a lot. So I'm glad I did it. I don't know that I'll do it again, like with different authors. And then we're gonna draw 2 for my TBR jar, which feels kind of like a joke at this point because I definitely did not. I think I read 2 books. I read one of the books, but I did not read the other one. But that's okay. I think I'll read it this month. Okay. So the first one is To Shape a Dragon's Breath. This is fantasy. It's about a dragon academy. It's by an Indigenous author. I've only heard good things. I know I'm going to love it. I've actually read a chapter of it before, and I really liked that first chapter. And then I just didn't continue on because there were other things going on at the time. But I have wanted to read this for a really long time and have just needed an excuse. And we found one. And the second one is going to be purple. The Killing Moon. Okay, those are 2 TBR veterans. This is the last Jemison series I need to read before I've read all of her books, which makes me sad, and I've been putting it off for a really long time because I don't want to be done reading Jemison books, especially since she isn't publishing, as far as I know, right now. And this is a first book in a duology. There's dream magic. I've heard really good things, but it's Jemison, so it means there's always I always get a little intimidated, even though I usually love her books. But yeah, I'll have read everything. I can't even comprehend not having an N.K. Jemison book on my TBR. So that will be sad and a little scary, but good. So the other thing to talk about real quick before I let you go is I am also going to be going on a book buying ban just for full accountability so that if you know, you can yell at me. So other than my Aardvark book club books, because I'm a rep for Aardvark, so those are my exception. If you ever want to try them out, I have a code down below. I need to go on a book buying ban. I am running out of shelf space. I am running out of time to read all the books I want to read, and I just need to pump the brakes a little bit on how quickly and how often I am bringing books home. And I have a great library system. I need to utilize that more, which I've been trying to do, but the need for serotonin has been pretty dire lately, and I need to find a way to satisfy it that doesn't involve bringing books into my home, because my goal is still to get my physical TBR to 50 books, and that's not going to happen if I continue to bring books home. So book buying ban starts today. And we'll go through the end of the year while I'm doing Clear Your Shit, so that way all of my hard work of reading my TBR is not undone by my book acquisition habits. And yeah, that's the plan. My October reading, spoiler alert, for my wrap-up went really well, really well. And I'm hoping I can harness and maintain that energy and drive and motivation through the end of the year, and hopefully the conveyor belt of holidays will keep the seasonal depression from kicking in, or maybe my seasonal depression will kick in and reading will be how I cope. That would be great too. Like, either way I win. I mean, not really. I don't really want the seasonal depression, but if reading is my coping mechanism, I mean, there are worse things. There are worse things. So yes, that is my TBR for this month. Let me see, can I get everything over here? I'm also kind of racing my battery. It's at 50%, but I feel like my battery goes from 50% to done incredibly quickly. Also, I heated up my lunch before I started filming, and then it was too hot, so I thought I'd come film. When my lunch cooled down, it's definitely cold again, or at least room temperature. Anyways, not important, not what you're here for. Anyways, this is my TBR. It looks lofty and intimidating. I'm also gonna do another episode of TBR and Holothon, so whatever those books are gonna be stacked on here, but I think that round is gonna be a little bit smaller than the other two have been, but you haven't seen the second one yet because I'm still reading the last book that I selected for that. But anyways, not important. You don't care. That's all right. So that's the TBR. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video isn't too chaotic and it made sense and was fun, most importantly. If you want to leave a comment, tell me what you're planning to read. Tell me what you're reading for nonfiction November. I'm always looking for nonfiction recs. I feel like I've fallen off my nonfiction train, but I really want to get onto it because I love my nonfiction, and my children are now home, so I'm gonna go. If you want to leave me an emoji to let me know you were here, let's leave a little ghosty, and otherwise, like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one.